Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift. What is going on? How you guys doing? Woo! Thank you so much for being here. We did a great coaching session an hour before. Shout out to Terry Baker and the Strat Warriors. Went over some really good things and some really good questions. So go check that out if you haven't watched that. And I have to do something. I was in here trying to fool around and figure out how to fix this thing because I still can't see the chat. I cannot see the chat. So I sent a thing to YouTube saying, "Hey man, I can't see the chat." So we'll see if they fix that. I'm sure other people are complaining about that too, not just me. But if it is just me, I got to work around. I got to work around. All right, I got to work around. Which means basically just going to Twitter, opening up another window, and then looking at it from there. Oh man, come on now, what are you doing? Do the thing. Open panel. Not a lot volatility was pretty low, but things were going to the highs this week. That's awesome. I love that. I cannot see the chat. Come on, Jesus. Worked a few seconds ago. Now it's not. It worked for the coaching session, and I just might be just talking to you guys if I can't get this thing going. Come on, man. Come on. Let's do this. Try again. Not still in VeriSign going to the highs. I was talking about that during some live sessions on Twitter. Hopefully you guys are loving that stuff. Getting huge responses going live on Twitter, so I'm going to keep doing some of that. That's awesome. Love that. Still can't see the chat, so I'm kind of flying blind here. On Twitter, hit me up on Twitter. You can always hit me up on Twitter. So I don't know. I'm going to keep messing with this thing. Maybe the chat will pop up. Maybe it'll just show up, which is dumb. But so I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm just going to keep rolling, and hit me up on Twitter at Cyberdog2. Ask me some questions. Let me know what you want to look at. Let me do this. Let me say the chat, the live chat on, and I'll call them out live on YouTube is not working. Hit me up here and ask me some questions or send tickers you want me to look at. And then that also kills the super chats because the daggone chat thing's not working. Well, I swear you get things working, and then they change the rules on you. Trading the Strat. So been getting some really good, I did a live show yesterday showing an old interview with 8X Trades. That's such a good interview. If you want to learn how to trade options with the Strat and do it correctly without someone yelling exhaustion risk every 15 minutes, get in there with 8X, all right? He teaches the Strat correctly. And he also does it in his own way. He has his own style, okay? That is awesome. That is awesome. There it is. I got some chat going on here. There we go. That's better. Woo! We saved the day, fellas. We saved the day. We got Beach Bum in the house. We got Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy? Don't Jimmy me, Jules. Don't Jimmy me. That's from Pulp Fiction. You might not know that one. Anyway, Beach Bum in the house. Favorite place in the world. The beach. Terry Baker. He says, log into your YouTube session from another computer if you could read this. Yes. Yes, so it worked. It worked. I logged into another. Yes, I did that. So I'm doing it. It's still working. It's just backwards and weird. I'm still doing it. Thank you. That worked, man. Different with YouTube account as your stream plays. Yes, it is weird, and I like it. Thank you. See, that's why I like Stratters, because Stratters aren't just going to let you just be in a losing position talking about, well, I hope you figure it out. I hope it bounces on that 9 EMA, SMA. I hope it really works out for you. No, Stratters are going to look at this thing going, boy, you better get out of that and start shorting that. You better get out of that position and start shorting that. Man, this ain't my, hold on. I am double fisting coffee this morning. Wow. Hold on. My goodness. Anyway, the Strat coffee cups are coming. Terrible sales pitch here. They're coming. They're going to be here in August, all right? They're going to be here in August. I'm going to sell them here on YouTube, of course, and I'm going to do some live selling on Whatnot coffee cups. There's going to be a little thing with them, all right? There's going to be a little deal with the coffee cups, all right? It's not just a coffee cup. There's going to be stuff that comes with the coffee cup. Trust me. It's coming. So before I get too far into everything, and I know everybody was waiting. Here's Justin Davis. Also, I got some good stuff from Sand$. Last time we went to Twitter. Let's just go to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter. And yeah, I'm going to call it Twitter. All right? I'm going to call it Twitter, Mr. Elon. Well, we definitely want to call it X, because X is something that people want to look at. Let's go to the Twitters. Let me see here. How did I do that last time? Did I just move it over? Nope. I went like this. Let's do this. Let's go to Twitter. All right. Let's go to Twitter. Let's look at some good things, because that was some good proof from Justin Davis, because I know you guys are tired of looking at the same thing all the time. But we got some Marlon B in here. Marlon B's in the house. Hey, the YouTube chat is working, so get in there, YouTube chat. We're going to look at some coin. We're going to look at some Marvell. We had such a good response from the we had a really good response from the 8X interviews. I'm looking for Sand$. Where's Sand$? Shows me something all the time. Where is it? Come on. I swear, technology this morning is just not, it's just not technology-ing. Come on now, where's it? There it is. That's a little better. Come on, do it. There you go. Come on, I'm looking for Sand$. Yeah. Out there chilling on the beach. Shout out to Zay, chilling on the beach. There was, mostly inside data yesterday. It finally did go 2 up on SPY. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Great things. Right, shout out to Richard Judge, Strat Judge in the house. Strat Judge is in the house. Looking for, yeah, look at this. Mr. F2 Rev showed me on the big screen. Look at this house. I had to zoom in on this. I was like, is this an AI thing? You know what I mean? Because I was like, where is he living at? This is amazing. Woo! Look at they got me outside on the balcony, like a big old giant TV. And we don't, and it's a family show. I don't say no wordy dirds. If you got me on the big screen, if your spouse is watching right now, or your significant other, they're like, this guy again. I'm a little funny. Just hang out just a little bit. I'm kind of funny. You might learn something. Shout out to Mighty Soldiers out here being silly. It was a good day. We had fun. It was a good week. Most things over the highs. Most things on the weekend shift watch list. Most things on the weekend watch list. In force. Shout out to Erica. She's been doing fantastic. And yes, when SPY's inside 60, that means do nothing. Wait. I'm looking for Sand$. This is funny, Wes. Shout out to Strat Contract. Shout out to him. We were watching, and Kramer's out here. Kramer will mess up some trades, won't he? Kramer will come out here and start talking about your favorite trade and then just ruin it. Shut up, dude. It's actually working right now. It's in force. Would you stop it? Anyway, Sand Dollar showing me some good things out here on the beach. Golly, that's my favorite place to be, is the beach. Shout out to Techno Sucks. Shout out to him. If you didn't know, he does a daily weather report in Ohio. It's the funniest thing. He's really funny, but he's hating on my Tesla. Inside month, inside year, boy. And I was talking about earnings, and he was like, "Dude, where are you living right now? What is happening?" Yeah, so he keeps me honest. If you're gonna show the people that are, the good things, you got to show the tough stuff too. He give me that tough love because he's like, "Dude, this is junk. Why are you in Tesla?" All right, my intro's pretty much over. We're gonna get to the charts here in a second because some of y'all are like, "Come on, man, get to the good stuff." Marlon B, I think the chat is working. So earnings for Tesla, because I did post the pre-market or the aftermarket news on Tesla earnings, and I did say in the thing that it popped and then went to the lows. But it did pop. I said it popped. And he goes, "Well, what universe are you living in, dude? What's going on?" And these are 1 minute charts. And it did pop right here, right after the earnings, but then went straight to the lows. And then 2-2 reversal back down on the next day. Wow. Okay. But it's working its way back up, man. All right. All right. Let me see. Anything interesting? Anything else interesting I want to say from Twitterland? Anything interesting from Twitterland? Not seeing. This is shout out to the Quant Slayer right here. He's doing good things, and some good. So Dow theory market structure talks about how there's accumulation, markup, distribution, and then markdown. More accumulation and then markdown, or distribution and then markdown again, okay? That's the perfect, according to Dow theory, that is the perfect market structure, okay? That's the perfect market situation right there. Accumulation, markup, distribution, all right? This is where the institutions... This is where it says in the textbooks. This is where they're the institutions are selling the stock, and then they're letting the retail get in. Of course, they always make us the dumb bad guys or the dummies, and then distribute and then mark down, more distribution, and then mark down again. Okay, so that's the perfect market situation right now. We were looking through charts there. Hammer in force. Shout out to Anthony. We've been following each other for a long time. The beauty of the Momo hammer and our shooter hammer, Momo shooter setups are the tight stop you can put on them. Yes, it's just the facts, man. Sinbad. Shout out to Sinbad. Anything else this week? We're having fun with Jason Kretsky. And then, that's last week. All right, so that was this week. All right, someone started a grok thread thing. Oh no, me and Jason were fighting about jelly donuts. That's what it was, fighting about jelly donuts. Because he said jelly donuts are the same thing as fruit-filled donuts. I was like, no, it's not. Anyway, Mr. F2 Rev says, you missed the first entry. It's okay. Find a way to get back in. I say that all the time. Find a way back in. You missed all of this. Don't worry. Don't be upset. We don't go, oh, I missed it. It's all over. No, you wait. Inside bar. Did that inside bar go in force? No. Another inside bar. More consolidation. Did that go in force the next hour? What is this? Yes, it did. Johnny John to the highs. Now you're in. Still good. I love that. All right, I love that. Marlon B's like, where's my Starbucks at, dog? Give me that pumpkin spice lattes to the highs. He got his Apple Watch. We were watching Apple. I think this is still this week. All right. I think that's the week. So that's what happened in Twitter and Twitterland. All right, that's what happened in Twitterland. There's one from Sand Dollar. I was looking for this. It says we like the double bubble. The double bubble days, calls and puts. He put his money to work. All right, Sand Dollar doing great things, trading Strat, 134% to the upside in his P&L. All right, very good. That's what I was looking for, and I love that. That's a fun little thing, seeing what's happening in Twitter for the week. So let's go look at what's happening in the broader averages. Let me check out the chat because I got that one going. Let me see. Terry Baker, yes. Oh man, R.I.P. Ozzy. R.I.P. Ozzy and Hulk Hogan and Malcolm. Sand Dollar says, here's your super chat. Thank you. Oh, hey, Sand Dollar, the coffee cups are coming, all right? They're coming, and you're going to get one for free. So is Marlon B, and then some of the other people that regularly use those super chats. There's going to be coming like around the middle of August, okay? And then I'm going to be sending these out. I'm going to be selling these on Whatnot, and then also here on Twitter. And for the other people, it's not just merch, all right? This is not just merch that's coming, all right? This is your trading future right here, okay? Trust me. It's coming, all right? This is going to be your trading future soon, all right? Not just a coffee cup, not just a little thing to put, to have, all right? Not a little trinket. Because Sand Dollar used that super chat, thank you so much for everybody else. Since we got the show going, this little guy right here, this is like a super chat. There's stickers in there too, super stickers or whatever, but super chat, all right? There's little ones, there's bigger ones. I'm not telling you to do anything crazy or asking you to do anything crazy, but they're in there. And whatever you put in there, the rule is if you put a super chat in there, I got to stop what I'm talking about and talk about what you want to talk about, all right? It's a tip jar, and think about it as like a small fee for derailing my whole show. It's happened before. Boy, someone asked about, hey, let me look at this. And now, what do you think about, how do you trade a rep strat? What's a rep strat? And I was talking about actionable signals. Now we're 20 minutes in. Anyway, he says, I want to look at you. Okay. Let's do it. I ain't never heard of you. Energy fuels to the highs. Oh my gosh, above $10. This thing is fantastic. Now, we always start with the month, looking at the week. The institutions are definitely in this thing, and it's moving to the highs. Now, wow, look at this. Very good. So, a lot of people like to talk about options, okay? A lot of people like to talk about options. But daggone it, look at the shares, okay? Look at the shares. Let's say 2 down, 2 up. Let's see right here, 2 down, 2 up right here at $6, okay? $5.99. That's a great price, $5.99. All right, 2-2 reversal back up on the week. That one went in force on June 30th. Calculator time. All right, calculator time. So, let's see. So it's $5. All right, it's $4. All right, so that's $10 right now. Take away $6. You got in at 6. All right, that's $4. All right, remember that. All right, it's $4 profit for just one share. $4. All right, come on now, $4. All right, so 6 times 50 shares. That's $300. Some of you are buying $3 options on things right now. $3 options and $300. All right, I don't like indirect language, especially when it comes to trading. A $3 option, it's just a $3 option. That's all it is, but you're really dropping $300 on something. All right, some of you guys need to, the beginner traders definitely need to know that. And then the veterans need the reminder. Hey, yeah, it says $7.50. It's $7.50 call. you need to remember that's a $700 call. That's what you need to remember. That's $750 you're dropping on this. It better work. All right, it better work. And you're like, oh, how am I taking a $200 loss every time I, these things ain't working. The strat ain't working. I'm taking these big losses. You're taking options that are, $8, $9 options. That's $900 that you're getting in on. And you're mad you took a $200 loss? Come on now. Come on. All right. Let's get back to it. Trading shares. Okay, so you bought 50 shares, calculator time, 50 shares, all right, of a $6 stock, all right, and that's, okay, started a position. It goes to, what was it? Okay, so our profit was $4. That's $300. Hold on, I lost track. I lost track of what I was doing. 300 because I was talking all that mess. 300 shares, $6. It went up 10. 4 times 50. No. Hold on, $4 profit. So 4 times 50. All right, that's $200. All right, that's $200. You made $200. All right, you made $200. Easier to learn the strat with shares first. That $10 says yes. Easier to learn the strat with shares. Yes. Then go to options. Yep. Very good. All right. Up 1,200. All right. That's what $10 says. Very good. All right, he's doing good things. He's doing real good things. All right, and then you can do the math. 4 times 100 shares. All right, $400. All right, that's good. That's good money. All right, you can trade that. That's $4 profit on that. Okay, on the day with options. Okay, he's up 1,200 with options. $1,200 with options. Okay. All right. Sorry, I lost track there for a second. I started talking all that yang, and then lost track of my point there. But you can trade shares on that and make some money. Okay. All right. Triple digit profits on things. You don't have to always be in options. Okay. 2 hours trading. Wow. 2 hours of trading. Very good. Very good. So you. What's it doing on the quarter? I'm sure it's doing great. 3-2 up on the quarter. Very good. Almost at the top of this level of reclaim right here at $10.95. And I see already this used to be somebody. All right. Everybody wants somebody to love. All right. You need somebody to love. Let's see if this thing can get all the way back up to $79.30, and then the highs at way back in 2007. It was $239.97. This could be a way into something like that. All right, it can be. Now, this is not me just, imaginary, pie in the sky thing. Rob talked about this regularly. If it was evaluated way up here before, it can be evaluated up there again. All right. There's a reason why they had it up there. All right. 2007, right here, 2010. All right. I don't know what happened. It went straight to lows, but even if you got here at $10 and it went to 80, that's awesome. He says, I like to walk away from the screens on a good trade. Yes. Yep. I like that too. That's good that you're doing that. That's that discipline. All right. That's that discipline. And you're not over trading. That's good. What's it doing on the year? It's already going to go on the macro list because of the 3-2 up on the quarter, but it's outside year, snare 3 on the year to the highs. All right. Very good. Very good. And again, trying to get to $80 right here. And then the next one after that, 91, and then back to, like I said, 240. All right. So these are yearly charts. It can do it. So let's go ahead and put that on the macro list. All right. It's 11:30. I'm going to go over what happened in the broader averages really quick. Everybody knows, well, most people know it went straight to the highs. But let's look for these actionable signals. All right, let's keep the show on track. And thank you for everybody being in here. Let's do it. Let's get in that tank. All right, got our protection on. We ready? Let's do battle. Time to do battle. All right, let's go ahead and go through. Let's do the multi-screen here on a multi-view here on TrendSpider. TrendSpider. This is going to get us through the broader averages really quick, and then we're going to go to what is going on for next week. Okay. All right. So weekly charts. Weekly charts, 2 up on the week. All right, most things ended up 2 up on the week. That's awesome. All right, and then volatility continuing to the lows. Yes, you can work puts as this thing is going to the lows. XLK, I'm going to blow these charts up here just in a second. I'm not seeing any actionable signals on any weeks here. Maybe here, but we got to blow that up and look at it. Right now, I'm not seeing anything across the board. All right, let's blow these charts up. Here's the sectors: XLK, Tech, Momo Hammer. All right, Momo Hammer there, Tech, XLK. Oops. Dang it. Got my notepad here. XLK Tech, Momo Hammer. All right, XLU, shooter, XLU, and that's okay. That's good. XLE, possible 2-2 reversal back up, but I wouldn't call that a hammer. All right, that's an ugly hammer, if anything. But possible 2-2 reversal back up in XLE energies. Doji on Naboo. Healthcare. Looking for that 3-2 up. But that's not an actionable signal. XRT probably going to open up retail. That's going to open up an inside week. I see the chat rolling. I see it. And then shaking my head. Momo Hammer. Shaking my head. Momo Hammer. All right. And then what are we doing in consumer staples? No actionable signal on consumer staples. So we got 3 sectors. We got XLK, XLU, and shaking my head. What do we got? B and Crew says, I'm late. Good morning. B and Crew says, cake, HNST, and AMD. Okay. He says, I'm going to pack up my gear. $Sand says, I pack up my gear and take pics with hits on my walk. That's awesome. Also, with hits on my walk. And went some of these now on your Twitter strat. Yeah. That's awesome. Yep. That's awesome. It's fun. Thank you, Sand Dollar. Being Crew's in the house. If you're a Weekend Shift crew, if you remember the Weekend Shift crew, get in there in that chat. We got some emotes in there. We got some Strat Soldier emotes in there. We got some Hammer Enforce emotes. Anyway, let's get to these actionable signals. Let's go to XLK with Tech, Momo Hammer on the week. Seeing if that goes above 263 even. Now you're going to have to go back a little bit. Oh, no, that's all-time highs. Hold on. That's all-time highs. All right, Tech's at all-time highs. Momo Hammer. We're not afraid of exhaustion risk, but daggone it, we need to be aware of it, okay? All right, we need to be aware that it's there. This thing is jammed with buyers. That doesn't mean start shorting stuff, and that does not mean, stay away from it. It just means, all right, Momo Hammer, there's nothing else to take out. Be careful, okay? The buyers can say, we are done with that. We can go down Tech because not everything in Tech is at all-time highs. We will continue to go down Tech and see what we can find. XLU shooter. Let's see if that goes in force below $83.69. The magnitude is $81.39. Okay, 39 cents. Let's see, we got automatic broadening formation drawn on this thing by TrendSpider, so it's going to look like this. That's okay. All right, so we're looking for things in here like that look like that. All right, XLU, and then shaking my head, one more hammer, and that is also at all-time highs. All right, shaking my head at all-time highs. There's no more stops to be taken out. That is not. That looks more like a doji thing now that I'm looking at it, but it is at all-time highs. So you see all these bars. All right, this is a smaller try. This is a little try, a smaller broadening formation within the bigger broadening formation, and it finally cleared the top of that. All right. So these bars become an outside bar of these bars, okay? All right, let me smash that up for you. These bars, if they were all one bar and all together, just like this, these bars become an outside bar of all of these bars, all right? We're always looking for price discovery through the outside bar phenomenon, okay? All right? Outside bar phenomenon. Take out the lows, take out the highs, all right? Price discovery works through a series of broadening formations. Take out the lows, test the highs, test the lows, test the highs. Let's go to the weekly watch list, see what worked last week. Most things were in force, all right? Most things in force last week. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. And when everything goes in force on the week, that's a win, all right? So let's see here. How many actionable signals that we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 28 actionable signals. That doesn't mean you have to trade all of them. All right, that means we had 28 things we could look at. Anything that we're gonna go through this really quick. We're gonna see what worked, and we're gonna see what we'll look at now. Like and subscribe, says Mr. Luciano. Thank you so much. And then Santosh. That's a pretty cool name. I'll get that in there. Okay, I'll get that in there. We'll look at it now. And then B and Cruz. We'll look at your stuff here just in a second. In the only rules here on this, what I'm about to go through real quick, is we're going to see what happened, what it went in force, and then we're going to see what hit magnitude. If it hit magnitude, meaning it hit its targets, we're going to call that a win. Okay, we're going to see how many winners we had last week. This thing went 2-2 reverse, 2-1-2 down. It hit magnitude, but I mean it pretty much hit it immediately. It came right back up. So XLE, I'm not gonna. We're gonna call that a win. 1 bar rev strat for CHRW, 1 bar rev strat, inside bar scenario 3, and it did hit the target. That's a win. All right, mark that down. Win. Then I got my buttons. Bingo! Bingo! All right, very good. No, give me a good one. Give me a good one. Bingo! That's better. That's better. All right, 1. All right, this did come down, 2-1-2 down, hit the target, and it came right back up. We're going to skip it. This one, XRT retail hammer in force, it hit the magnitude. Very good. All right, CRM. This is good. This went in force. You can still be in this, but it did not hit magnitude, so we're gonna leave it as it is. All right. We're going to follow the rules. Dick's Sporting Goods, hammer in force. Their earnings were great. I got in. It was awesome. Still good. 2 up on the month. So when I talk about trading combinations, this is what I'm talking about. All right. I'm not talking about no domino effect crap. All right. I'm talking about trading combinations. Rob used to talk about trading combinations. So you got 2-1-2 up on the. How many actionable signals you have across the time frames? 2-1-2 up on the month, hammer and force on the week. All right, you had a hammer in force back here on the 18th, on the 21st right here, hammer in force on the 21st. All right, and in any actionable signals here on the 60s, there's a Momo hammer right here. All right, so that's what I'm talking about when it comes to trading combinations. You had an inside bar on the week, inside bar on the month, hammer on the week. You had a Momo hammer on the day back here. There's a Momo hammer right here on the 60s. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's what we're talking about, trading combinations, the higher probability, trades. And then when it gets to, if the 60 triggers the daily, that doesn't mean get out. It means add. And if it triggers the weekly, that doesn't mean get out. That means add. it's at exhaustion risk. Time to cut it. Wrong. All right. Dick's Sporting Goods win. That's a great example of trading combinations. Expedia did go hammer and force, took out some targets, came back down. Now shooter on the week, so we got to remember that for shooter on the week. Let me go and write that down so I don't forget. Expedia shooter on the week, but that was a win. Yep, wins. That's 5. Ross Stores hammer in force on the week, took them all out. All right, number 6. AA hammer in force. Now this went red immediately. All right. So we don't want to get when it comes to 2-2 reversals and things like that that go to the highs. You need to know what color of the chart. The colors of the bars matter. Okay. I don't want. There's a lot of people that are like, well, it's a 2 up no matter what, and they make scripts that color this thing a green. All right, but it's not green. It's red. They're going to the lows. You don't want to get in on a stock that started creating a position at $31.52, and then at the end of the day you're down here at $30. You're trading options. That's losing position right there. All right. So AA not a win. CMC did go 2-2 up and then hit the. It's a crappy little thing, but it is a win. It is a win. It hit it. All right. Not a great win, but it was a win. Cliff was great. You could still be in Cliff. Hey, Strat Judge is in the house. Good afternoon. Salute. Good afternoon. Cliff still, man, Cliff was great. Momo hammer took out all these guys. Definitely a win. That's the kind of trades I like. Apple 2-1-2 up, and did it hit magnitude? No, it was shy by like just a couple pennies, and we were looking for some downside on the daily. It did trigger, but didn't do a whole bunch, right? DD went in force hammer on the week, hit magnitude, and came right back down, but that's still a win. All right. We're at 8. No, we're at 9. All right. 1 bar rev strat for MGM. They took out the lows and the highs, hit target at the top. That's another win. All right. AME hammer in force did not hit target. You could still be in that, but it didn't hit the target. All right. So we're not going to call that a win for the show. AOS. Oh yeah, hammer in force to the highs on the week. Look at this month, taking them all out. Now, I was talking about this with the with the weekend shift crew. I make a daily video for them every day, helping them come up with a daily watch list based on the weekly watch list. All right, and we were looking for this. It did work. All right, it did trigger, but didn't go all the way down to the lows. All right, but it worked. You could have made a little bit of money on that, and you could still be in that. All right. More than likely going to open up inside week next week, but there is a shooter on the week, so we need to AOS, and that also worked. All right. Car to the highs. Momo hammer taking out everybody on the week, on the month and the week, and then we were looking for this shooter to go in force on the daily. It did not. It went straight back up. All right. Fantastic. All right. Really good. That's another win. New month starts this week also. That's right. New month this week. All right. Keep your eyes open, people. Inside and up on 212 up on IP. That definitely worked. So many wins on the weekend shift watch list. Come on now. I love it. And then here's another great combinations example, all right? Not talking about, talking about trading combinations. Inside on the month, inside on the week, all right? Actionable signals in force, all right? Here's a 212 back up on the 60s, all right? No reason to believe that won't work. Very good, very good. IP, very good. Starbucks did work. Starbucks was like, Marlon B got a hold of me on Twitter. It's like, I went through this whole list. Where's Starbucks at? Starbucks, 2-2 reversal back up. A hit magnitude at $98.07. Very good, very good. That's a win. GPC, look at this. Come on now. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. It's on the charts. The strat is quantifiable. 2-2 reversal back up at 125 and into the week at 133.70. Come on now. Sheesh. Lows. Lows says take me to the highs. All right. 2-2 reversal back up on the week. It went in force at 224.38 and the magnitude was 230.24. It's just a little shy on that. You could still be in that, but we're not calling it a win. You could still be in it though. All right, PayPal 212 up. This one got added to the list, and it's still good. We saw this actionable signal on the daily to the downside. It did not go in force. It went 2 up, even though it came down as a shooter again. It's still good. All right, all you had to do is manage that trade. That's it. Just manage it. Just manage that trade. Another win, PG to the highs. All right, hammer in force. I know where to get in. I know where to put my stops. Go to thestratsoldier.com. Check out that ebook, Hammer in Force. It comes with a bonus vid. That's going to get you started, all right? And then let me know. I will give you a code for a discount on the execution course. Super deep, crazy deep discount on the execution course. And that's going to get you started with the strat, all right? Big time, big time. And now this one did not hit magnitude, so we're going to leave it. BAC, Bank of America. This one was also add hammer and force. It did not hit magnitude, but still good if you're in that. DraftKings, 212 up. It hit magnitude as soon as it went in force. We're just going to leave it. I'm not going to go for an easy win like that, but I mean it's still good. You can still be in that. Rocket, look at this thing. Rocket, staying true to its name, went in force at 412, went through this level of reclaim, and there's a little bit more up to $17.38. Now you want to take your profits on this if you're day trading, but now it's a shooter on the week. We need to watch this one, see what it does. They might be done with that one, but be careful. But that is a win. That's another one. Loving it. Cannot make this stuff up. HAL. This one did not go in force. Oh, it went to the downside. 212 down. Hit magnitude. Came right back up. We're going to leave it. Sand says, here's another super chat. Thank you so much. Sand the coffee cups are coming. All right. It's going to be August. I'll get you one for free. Yours is coming for free. And then for everybody else, it's not just merch. All right. This is not just merch. This is going to be the ticket to your brand new way of trading. All right. Trust me, it's coming. It's going to be a future. 2-2 reversal back down. 212 back down on the Valero. It did go in force on the week, but didn't go all the way back down. So that's all the actionable signals from last week. 5, 10, 15, 17. 17 actionable signals, 17 wins out of 28, all right? 17, calculator time, 17 divided by 28. We got a D. How does that happen? I don't know. I hate percentages. We got a D. We got a 60%. But in trading, all you have to do is make above 50% and you're winning, all right? And you're winning. All right? So 60 out of 28 actionable signals, 17 were winners. 17 were winners. Hopefully that was good for you. All right? It was awesome for me. So now we're going to take this watch list and we're going to clear it out. clear it out. And I had a problem with this before during the week. I don't know why it's letting me not highlight anything in the field. Let's see here. Things that we're going to keep on the watch list was Expedia, AOS, because I had Shooter on the week, Rocket. All right, we're going to save those. And I'm going to make sure I hit this. I got to make a habit of this. Update, if you have the weekend shift imported on list is imported on your TrendSpider at home, it just updated. All right, it just updated, and I will hit that again before the weekend or before the show's over. Just relocated to my favorite breakfast place. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen you sent pictures of that breakfast place. All right, let's go look at what you guys want to look at. And again, of course, actionable signals for next week. Someone said, give me now. Now. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. Give it to me. Shooter on the week. Oh my gosh. Wow. What happened? What had happened? Earnings. That's what had happened. Jeez. They had earnings to the highs. They said, we're done with that. To the lows. I'm done playing with you. To the lows. Goodness gracious. Let me do that one more time with the broadening formation. Jeez. Ouch. Ooh.
Fatality.
Jeez. Wow. Anyway, shooter. If that shooter goes in force at on now below 949.11, the magnitude 934, and then 922, and then look out below all the way down to 743. Now, I don't think it's going to get all the way down in there, but it could. All right. We always want to look at that. It is scenario 3 on the month. All right, scenario 3 and a red on the month. So, wow, be careful with this one. We'll put that one on the list. We'll put that on the list. I wonder what the options look like on that one. I'm sure they're very expensive. All right, B&. Cruz had some stuff in here. She said, I want to look at cake. Cake, I love cake. To the highs, Cheesecake Factory, 2 up on the month. What's this thing doing on the year? That looks crazy. What's it doing on the year? 2-2. Continuation up on the year, Cheesecake Factory. How come we've not been talking about this? How come we have not been talking about this for the last 2 years, above $41.29? I don't catch everything, okay? I don't catch everything. When you guys see this stuff, you guys say something. Being said, I'm doing it right now. I'm saying something right now. All right. All-time highs. It is jammed with buyers. That doesn't mean and it is at exhaustion risk. So we need to be careful. We do have an ugly shooter on the week. Probably going to open up inside week. But if that goes in force below $63.12, the magnitude's going to be $60.51. All right, that could be really good. All right, let's see if they want to do some profit taking on that one. Let's see if they want to do some profit taking. She also says, give me HNST. Ooh, HNST. All right. Hammer and Force on the week. The Honest Company. No actionable signal for next week, but hey, it's doing something. Let's see if this closes as a hammer on the month. All right. Let's see if that happens. AMD. I've been trying to find a way back in the AMD. I have a problem, all right? I'm going to be a little vulnerable with you guys, all right? AMD, all right? I got out of AMD because I'm like, this thing is just being automatic money destroyer, all right? Automatic money destroyer. But then Hammer enforced 2-2 reversal back up in May, and I just ain't been looking at it, all right? We might have been talking about it, but during the week, I'm not thinking about it, all right? So, not thinking about AMD. It's to the highs from 104.11 to 166.74. Excuse me, 166.47. Very good. Now it's still got some ways to go. It's in this level of reclaim right here. Let's make this blue. It's in this level of reclaim right here. All right, let's see. The top of that range is 187.43. Let's see if we can get up in there. All right. Let's see if we can get up in there. So I'm gonna try to find a way back in there. Now, Strat Soldier, how can I have gotten back in there? Right here, Hammer in Force on July 23rd. All right, Hammer in force. Go check out that ebook. That ebook at thestratsoldier.com. All right, that'll get you in. Look at that, 3 days. No reason to get out. No reason to get out. That puts you back into what? That puts you back into
perfect.
Nope.
Time frame continuity.
Time frame continuity. That's the one I was looking for. Full time frame continuity to the upside. Buyer there. It's green on the month, the week, the daily, and anytime the 60s were green. Full time frame continuity to the upside. All right. No reason to get out. No actionable signal for next week or on the month. This thing is doing great. What's it doing on the quarter? I think it's 3-2 up on the quarter. All right. And there's still room. All right. There's still hope for me. There's still hope for me. And then the year, next year could be really good for AMD. Okay. We got to see how this year closes. But it's definitely on the macro list. We're definitely watching this thing. Pretty sure. Yep, it's on the macro list. So no actionable signal for next week. AMD, if you're in that thing, it's doing fantastic. Marlon B, thank you so much, Marlon B, for the super chat. This is going to be coming to you, okay? Send me your address. You don't have to send it to me right now. It's no rush because they're not done yet. All right, they're working them. They're working them. All right. Let's see here. I know. We're going overtime a little bit. We're going overtime just a little bit. I was trying to work on tech issues at the beginning of the show. TXRH, inside bar. All right, it's talking to Terry Baker on the coaching session. He likes these inside bars. They're easy to watch. All right, he does those scans for 2-bar rev strats, 1-bar rev strats. 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. All right. He likes that stuff. Easy to see. He knows where the magnitude is. 188.24, 188.29. The magnitude's 190.59. And let's see if we can get all the way back up in here. Okay, up to 200. Let's see what they want to do there. Weekly signals. Give me McDonald's. We got food at home. The funniest thing, I was watching this. I love watching Instagram. I love laughing. I'm sure you guys know I love laughing. I was watching Instagram, and this little kid was like, they're getting food and at this drive-through, and they're at Starbucks, and the mom's ordering Starbucks, and the little girl in the back's like, I want some cake. I want a cake pop, and the mom says, no, we got snacks at home. We're not getting that. And the little girl says, well, we got coffee at home. It was funny, boy. That little girl's a stratter. She's a stratter. She's a future stratter. Like, hey, man, come on now. She got that cake pop anyway. Momo Hammer on the week at $300.13. The magnitude's 303.26 now. It is dead in the middle on the month, but we got a new month next month. All right, so this could go 212 reversal back up, and you can get back through all this up in here. So that's a good one. Very good, Marlon B. Very good. Gimme Marvell. He said, gimme Marvell. Sandollar's nice to me. Sandollar used that super chat. Sandollar put one ticker in there. Marlon B says, nah, I'm using this super chat. You working. I'm putting you to work. That's okay. Daggone. Possible 3-1-2 continuation up. This is awesome. I like this type of situation because the price consolidated. Wait, let it rest, all right? Let the potato rest just a little bit. And then look at this, all right? I like this too because the money flow index shows this measures price and volume at the same time. That means they're really putting this money in here because it's reconfirming what we're seeing on the price. Very good. If it gets above $74.55, the first target is $75.28. Nothing to scream at, but the next target after that, $79.17. And it used to be somebody up at 127. That's a good one. Marvell, come on now, do your thing. Come on now, do your thing. Going over time just a little bit. TSM. Taiwan Semiconductors inside on the week and a hammer. Inside on the week and a hammer above 246.24. Okay, all-time highs. All right, all-time highs. That's okay. And we only got was tiny little stop to take out at 248.23. That's okay. All right, that's okay. Now, here's your broadening formation on the week. All right. So that doesn't mean start shorting stuff. That doesn't mean start, doing weird things. It means wait. We got an actionable signal to go to the upside. Work it to the upside. Go see Michael Noss. Michael Noss has a good video. His YouTube's very good. He's a quantitative trader. He's probably a lot closer to the strat than even he thinks. And we're quantitative traders as well. All right, it can be measured on the chart. All right, we're looking at signals. We're not saying something can go to 5,000. All right, we're looking at actual. This is where it could go. This is what it could do. So with that being said, he has an interesting video where he says that his buddy did some back testing, and he says he's just buying calls on things that are at all-time highs. I'm not suggesting you do that. I'm saying do your own back tests, because he says, hey, it's lining up. I haven't done my back testing yet, but hey, I'd rather go for a sure thing than some silliness. All right, because look at VeriSign. Let's go look at VeriSign. VeriSign all-time highs. VeriSign all-time highs. Hammer in force on the year. You think this thing is dead because it's just trading sideways? Look at this. 2-2 reversal back up on the week right here at 285.33. Excuse me, 285.03. All right, to the highs, blast off, and no gaps on the 60s either. No gaps. All right. You want to talk to me about exhaustion risk? It's a thing. Exhaustion risk is real, but we ain't scared of it. We are not scared of it. Hammer in force on the year. All right. That ebook, Hammer in Force, is not just about day trading. All right. And if you thought it's about day trading, it's not. it's about getting in, creating that winning position, adding to it, and defending it with tight stops. Marvell looking at the daily. All right, Sandollar looking at the daily and the weekly. Santosh has been very patient, and they said, give me Costco to the lows. Costco 3-2 down on the month. No actionable signal for next week. That means there's no shooter, no inside bar, no hammer. But here's the broadening formation on Costco. Finally getting out of this level of reclaim back here, scenario 3. We know this is a broadening formation on a smaller time frame. We want to know about that because it worked all the way to the top. Bink. Hit it. Dink. And then took it to the lows.
Fatality.
To the lows. Yep.
We're going to take this baby out.
All the way to the lows. All right. That's why we look at these levels of reclaim. So let's see if it can keep going. No actionable signal for next week. Now, this is a $900 stock. It went all the way up to over 1,000. All right. So this is just people taking profits. That does not mean Costco is dead. She's also they said give me RCL Royal Caribbean all-time highs. How come we're not talking about this? How come we ain't been talking about this? I don't know. I don't know. It went in force 2-2 reversal back up on the year back in 2023 at $91.41. Buy some shares. Buy some shares. It's calculator time. It's calculator time. All right. 352. We're going to make it even numbers just for the show. Take away $90. $262 from one share. You just bought one share of Royal Caribbean at $90. You made $262. Now, you can sit here and argue, well, it took 3 years to do that. They got 2023, 24, 25, all right? It took all that time to make that. So what? So what? All right? You do not, don't trade. We're not trading to try and impress other people. You know, Sand Dollar did talk about a $1,200 trade in 2 hours. That's amazing. That's amazing. But not everybody can do that. All right. Not everybody wants to do that either. All right. I'm a tank. I want to be in something that just works. All right. I'm in VeriSign, hammer and force on the year, and I'm going to stay in VeriSign until it ain't working no more. Then I'm gonna take my profits and then move my tank to another winning position somewhere else. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I want to stay in something that just works. All right, so 262. Let's say you bought at $90. Let's see here, 262, $90. I'm thinking about a small account trader right now. All right, 5 shares. 5 shares. 5 shares. That's good. All right. That's a good trade for a small account trader. All right. That's not a whole bunch. All right. A small account trader can do that. All right. So that small account trader paid $450 for 5 shares. 262 was the profit times 5. That's $1,310. All right. Stop talking to me about options. Hold on. All right. Stop talking to me about options. You can make money with shares. All right. You can do it. I believe in you. Stratter. All right. Create those winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops. This is awesome. These numbers are awesome. All right. And then that joker that's talking about, well, it took you 3 years to do it. Come on now. Are you trying to make money or not? All right. I'd rather be this guy who stayed in a winning position, added to it. All I did was talk about 5 shares. I didn't even talk about ads. All right. This is just one person buying 5 shares and saying, I like Royal Caribbean, 2-2 up on the year, and we're going to sit in that thing. Come on, man. Come on. Sand Dollar, and we got Marlon B, Brent, we got and Terry Baker. We got some option traders in here. I'm just saying. Beginner traders, small account beginner traders. I got you, man. I got you. Oh man. All right. That's enough of that. They said that's enough of that. We know. You're preaching to the choir, man. We know. Right here, hammer in force on the month. It went in force in May at 225.34. Again, trading at 352.80. Very good. All right, no actionable signal for next. Well, it's a Momo hammer. But there's no more stops to be taken out. All right, we want to trade against other people's stops because that speeds up liquidity as we're taking out their stops. All right, so I'll put it on the list, but there's nothing. It is at exhaustion risk. Okay, be careful. Futures traders. That's right. We also trade futures. All right, very good. Be fair to yourself. Please don't compare yourself to others. That's right. Be fair to yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Patience and discipline are good things to focus on. Sand Dollar. Very good advice. All right, or good words of wisdom. How about that? All right, I don't want to get us in trouble with saying the word advice. People will be like, he's giving advice. All right. MSTR. Someone give me Monster. I like to call it Monster, but it's MicroStrategy. All right, this thing was doing great until they did that split, and then it just went to crap. But it was doing great up in here. All right, now this has been having a lot of trouble because they put so much emphasis on NVIDIA. And you can see it's going to the lows, and you can see the money flow index is reconfirming that they're getting out of this. All right, 2-2 reversal back down on the week, and MSTR shooter on the month for next month. So be careful there. I'm not seeing anything that says I'm not seeing anything here that says it's going back to 541. No, MicroStrategy is Bitcoin. I think this is. I think I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I think I'm mixing up my stories here. I was thinking about SMCI. These guys do hardware, okay, and they did a lot with NVIDIA. All right. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, my super microcomputer. All right. My bad. That is Momo Hammer on the month. Oh, excuse me, on the week. Momo Hammer on the week, if you want to get in that. Interesting. All right, that's my timer saying, hey, man, you talking too much. Any last request? All right, ER is going to be the last one. ER is going to be the last one. I hope you guys had fun. We have a list, and I'll talk to you just a little bit more about what we do through the week. All right, ER shooter, Momo, oops, ERO. That's a Momo shooter on the week if anybody wants that. How come it's not doing it? ER this week. ER. Why isn't it letting me do ER? I don't see ER. What is ER? What is ER? Because it's not letting me see ER. I don't know what that is. Torque stocks. Okay. So what we do, so stick another, I'll take one more, last call, I'll take another one. And good morning, Brent. So what we do here is now we have a list of stocks that we can look at for the week, all right? And then through the week, I update what's happening through the week and then help create a daily watch list based off what we look at on the weekly signals for the weekend shift crew. Get in there, get in that membership, get that. ER's earnings. Oh, sorry, Brent. Brent said, excuse me, BN Crew says, ER's earnings, you dummy. Thank you. All right, so Monster has earnings. Okay. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Monster has earnings this week. All right. It happens, all right? It happens. I also put on Twitter, I was like, I done made my computer stupid. I made my iPhone stupid because I'm so used to typing in tickers. So I'll type in tickers, and now my autocorrect is just jacked. So that my autocorrect doesn't even try to like correct my words anymore. I'm telling you this right now, before autocorrect on my phone will spell A-N-D, it will put in AMD. All right, it'll put in a ticker before it puts in an actual word. My thing is jacked up. Yeah. Okay, earnings for Monster MSTR this week. All right, that's what I meant. That's fine. That was my bad. Yep, I was being a dummy on that one. Let's see here. Interesting there. Earnings this week. ER. Enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you so much, BN. Brent says, I'm going to put you to work before you got to go. Donut. People were talking about 25%. Donuts 25% up. It's great. It's going crazy right now. And then you go to the charts and it's up to $5. All right. It's no longer a penny stock. Congratulations. All right. So that's why when people talk about percentages, I'd be careful. Be careful. Another thing is when Bloomberg is like, this stock is Tesla is down 7% on bad news and blah blah blah, and then you look at the actual dollar amount and it's down like $3. Like, that's why I don't like indirect language. Donut, Krispy Kreme, no actionable signal for next week. All right, it is 2-2 reversal back up on the month. They're working. Donut's working with somebody. Krispy Kreme is working with somebody. Let me see really quick. What was the news on this? Yep, Krispy Kreme enters meme stock frenzy with hot glazed hype. Donut doubt the retail. Donut doubt the retail crowd. Meme traders take a bite out of Krispy Kreme, which soared as much as 34% in the pre-market trading on Wednesday. Okay. Krispy Kreme stock surges over 38% and on Wednesday pre-market. What's going on? Shares of donut, Krispy Kreme surges 38% on Wednesday's pre-market trading. The surge in the company's stock price, despite no major news, points to a renewed wave of meme stop trading. Okay. I thought they were working with somebody doing something else. There it is. Krispy Kreme and Crocs launch limited edition classic clogs inspired by original glazed donuts with interchangeable chocolate and strawberry icing caps. Gibbets charms and available August 5th. All right, that's the news I was looking at. Okay, so, but yeah, it's a meme stock. Okay, all right, it went to 574, 576. All right, okay, but I mean, it did used to be somebody. I mean, Krispy Kreme was the thing, so it was all the way up back in 2021. It was all the way back up to $20. All right. It was $20. I mean, maybe. J-Max says I'm late to the party. That's okay. That's okay to be late. Just look for that actionable signal to get in on. All right. So anyway, donuts, meme stocks, very good. Give me Open. Open is brand new to the world. Open just opened. Okay. Open just opened to the highs. All right. It's a shooter on the week. It went above $4.95. I said this was brand new to the world, but it looks like it used to be somebody back in 2020. It got all the way back up to, it was all the way up to $40. Now $2.59. This is a penny stock. I'm not looking at penny stocks. Sorry, Brent, but it was in the news. I'll give you that. It was in the news. Rocket, we already talked about Rocket. It's on. Is it on the list for this week? Yep, it's already on the list. Shooter on the week. Let's see if that goes in force below $14.12. I think I had that right there on the. Yep, $14.21. The magnitude is $13.20. And then the last one was KSS. Keep it simple, Stratter. Keep it simple, Stratter. KISS. All right. Kohl's had a nice little move to the highs, and then they said we're done with it. Probably going to open up inside on the week next week. I would not call that a shooter. Kohl's has just been a hot mess for a long time. Bad management, bad stuff. But I mean, it's a good store. I mean, you know, you can go get some nice clothes there, but the management's terrible. Yeah, I said it. Okay, I said it. I might know a person or two that tells me about how Kohl's really is. All right, I might know somebody. Anyway, that's all the tickers in here, and I'm gonna scroll up, make sure there's none I missed. Thank you so much for everybody being in here. This is so much fun every week, and then go to. R.I.P. Ozzy, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. I know Hulk Hogan has these actual the person, all right, was not the best person, but Hulk Hogan the character. Come on, now, can we be sad? Hulk Hogan the character is gone. How about that? Is that okay? The Hulk Hogan the real person was a bad person, I guess. And then you know. My daughter, she's amazing, but she looks, you know, I'm like, she'll look at a music star, you know, and, oh, I love this person, and then this person then she'll do some digging, and then she'll find some bad news. They said this, and they did that. I'm like, can you separate the two? Can you separate you like this song from, you know, how they voted? Come on now. Can we enjoy anything? Anyway, I'm being a little funny. So what we do is with this weekly watch list, let me go ahead and update it for everybody that has imported into their TrendSpider. What we do is this is going to be updating on yours right now. Bam. All right. It's updated on yours right now. Go check that out. Now, what I do through the week is I'll continue to add. I will continue to add tickers to this as we see more stuff. And then I help the Weekend Shift crew, the members of the Weekend Shift crew, come up with a daily watch list based on the stocks we already are looking at. All right. And that's an improvement on how other people used to do it. All right, other people used to, to include Rob. We would talk about things on the week, and then sometimes we would come to Strat Attack show, and we're talking about a whole different group of stocks. You know what I mean? So to keep it easy, to keep it for the beginners and for the advanced people to just track. All right, and so that we can see how many winners we had from Saturday to Saturday. We're gonna focus on the weekend watch list. All right, and then let me go through the monthly signals. I'm gonna go through this. That's a lot. I'm gonna go through this after the show and see any actionable signals that we have for next week based on what we already have on the monthly list. Okay, that's how you really want to do that. All right, you want to take your monthly stocks that are already 2 up on the month or in force, and then you want to break down what actionable Duke Energy shooter, the ugly shooter. Right? You want to break that monthly watch list down to what's happening on the week, and then during the week you want to break down that weekly watch list to what's happening on the day. What actionable signals do you have on the day? That's how you really want to do it. Okay, all right. AOS shooter on the week, already talked about that car. All right, this is about over. Thank you so much for everybody being in here. PSX Insight on the week right here, but go ahead and stick that on the chart really quick. All right. Levi, blue jeans, what blue jeans doing? That's how you really want to do it. That's going to keep you out of the FOMO. That's going to keep you on track. Bull shooter on the week on Bull. That's going to keep you out of the FOMO. That's going to keep you out of that whole information overload and that feeling of, I don't know what's happening in the markets. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you do. You know what's going on. All right? Start with that monthly list. Break that monthly list down to a weekly list. Break that weekly list down to a daily list. And then once that day's working, you're a day trader, you need to be focusing on the ones that are in force on that day. All right? That's how you do it. All right, let's get out of this tank. It's hot in the tank. Let's get out of this thing. All right, thank you so much for everybody being here. This is so much fun. J Max in here, Marlon B, The Last Alpaca. Go check them out. They're fun. They're fun. Stan Tosh, B&, Cruz, Brent, Marlon B, Sand Dollar in the house. We got the Strat Judge. The Strat Judge. You have been judged.
Finish him.
That's your thing now. Oh, we just made that up right now. That's your thing, Richard. You have been judged. Shooter to the lows. Take him down. Let's see here. I am rich. Very good. Very good. Mr. Luciano, awesome. Looking for new Jimmy. Don't you Jimmy me, Jules. Go look that up. If you haven't seen Pulp Fiction yet, that's worth looking up. All right. Don't you Jimmy me, Jules. Don't you do it. Terry Baker in the house always. And then Ryan. I haven't seen Ryan. Where's Ryan at? Maybe I see Ryan all week. So maybe Ryan is doing something else. I don't know. I got some. I just got 25%. What is this thing? What is that? 25% XP. I don't know what that is, but I got some XP. Very cool. This whole thing just turned into a video game. On Twitter, I've been going live on Twitter, getting a huge reaction. Go check out the Strat Soldier and go check out hashtag the Strat. All right, hashtag the Strat on TrendSpider. I've been playing live shows there. I did a really good one with 8X, and then I get on at the end of that show and just do some talking. All right, I call it Strat TV. Strat TV. There's nothing on. Let's turn on Strat TV, and I'll be doing some of that today. It's really fun. Go check out thestratsoldier.com. Check out that ebook. All right, Hammer and Force. That'll get you a bonus vid. That's one actionable signal that'll get you in on any time frame and trading with anything that charts. You can work that hammer. All right, get in there. Get in there. Know where to get in. Know where to put your stops. I'm telling you, in getting that ebook in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, you will not see the charts the same ever again. I guarantee it, because once you see the strat, is it. That's it. That's all you see is the strat. All right. And then once you're ready, let me know. I'll get you a discount on. I'll get you a super deep discount on the execution course. I actually looked at that, and I say super deep because I was like, wait a minute, I don't remember doing that, and that's real. I don't think I'm making any money on that. But I left it. Why? Because you're a new trader. You're brand new to the strat. Maybe not even a brand new trader, but you're brand new to the strat. I want to help you get in. All right. I want to help you get started. All right. So super crazy deep discount, and it's for real. Check it out, and go check out Combat Load. That's going to get you everything on the site, to include a one-on-one with me, where we can make sure you're tracking. And then I was looking at the course, the people that are completing courses. Complete those courses. I know that you have the Combat Load. I know you can get through some of it, and you want to go practice it and then come back. Finish the courses, all right? That way you know what you're talking about. You get through unlocking Browning formations. You get through the Strat trade checklist. You get through the execution course. I want you to know how to trade the Strat for real. All right. So maybe some of those videos are kind of like, maybe this is boring. Let me know. Maybe if I need to entertain you and to get you to learn this stuff, I mean, they're pretty entertaining anyway. But if that's what you're really looking for, let me know. I'll change it up. All right. I'm always adding updates to those courses as well. All right, so if you got that thing and it's been a while since you went through it, check to see if there's any updates. Anyway, this is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Coffee cups are coming, all right? I'm going to be selling these on Whatnot. This is going to be coming, the handle's green. That's why you can't see that. All right, you still can't see it. The handle's green, and that's going to be coming out very, very soon. And I'm going to be selling those on Whatnot, and going live and talking about that coffee cup, because this coffee cup is not just going to be a coffee cup you stick in your cabinet. All right, this is going to be the way you trade from now on. All right, it's going to be the future of your trading. This coffee cup, I swear. All right, it's coming. All right, it's not just a thing. Not a good luck charm. It's not a good luck charm. I'm telling you, all right, it's coming. I'll tell you the whole thing once I got the coffee cups. I don't want to get you too excited. But the people that always contribute to the super chats, I'll make sure that I'll get you one of those coffee cups for free. And then, heck yeah, the members of the Weekend Shift crew and the Strat Warriors, I'll get you a coffee cup too. All right. Thank you so much for your support. Hey, and get into the Strat community, the Strat Camp community. If you bought an ebook, if you signed up for it, it's already in there. I already know. All right. Post some questions. Give me some questions. Post some charts. Right now it's just me talking to myself out there, and that's fine. I've had some people ask me some questions in there, but seriously, put some charts in there. Ask me questions. Get in there. Talk to me. And then you have my email address. Send me some emails. Send me some charts. You got my DMs on Twitter as well. All right. This is Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. So much fun. Have a good weekend. All right. Have a good weekend. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.